the Scrum Master, I think, is going to also stay in the work in the place of PO. That's my thought.
Yes, thank you very much for that. And it's typically what should happen here. But just like you said, the Scrum Master may not be the right person to now carry on. It will be the developers doing the work. So, but he will just make the team to be aware. So if they have been in sync all along, the developers they know as much as the product owner in most cases, and they will just because they are the one doing the work. The product owner is just like overseeing it, and so they will now step in, being guided by the Scrum Master. So yes. So let's go back to our board and see how we fare during the course of. Or before that, okay, maybe before our sprint planning. Sorry, before the review, let me just quickly take us through one last bit of thing that we needed to do. So I want to.
I'm sure you already record now.
Yes.
Okay, because I just want to.
So today we are going to dashboard. We are going to build our dashboard, and we want to build our dashboard. So I think that's typically what is left for us to do. Because from next week we'll be going over to Jira. So to build our dashboard, just to come to overview, you see your dashboard.
Mhm.
Click on your dashboard. Then this still new. We'll click on add widget. So the dashboard is a graphical representation of what is going on in our sprints typically, because it's supposed to be a reflection of the sprint by sprint, but it can be again maybe project by project depending on how you take it. But typically it's sprint by sprint. So this our dashboard. So these are the widgets here. So some of these widgets came um with instance. Go and meet one. And some were also gotten from the marketplace. So whatever one you want to use, but the typical ones that are used are something like the Spring Go. So this is a widget here. You can click and drag. You drag it to your dashboard area, the one that you want to use. So now it has captured our Spring Go. That's our Spring Go for you. Or you can click it and then say add. So two ways you can do it now. So sprint overview. Let's click on this sprint overview. These are the widgets. Sprint overview. So these are sprint overview. No remaining days. This is the tickets that were completed. I think maybe this. Then sprint capacity. Maybe did we do capacity planning? No. So maybe nothing will be captured there. So nothing will be captured there. Then we can go to team members, but really we don't need team members. So you capture team members. If you have your picture and this thing, you'll be seeing the team members on the this thing. Then the next one is our velocity. You add your velocity as well. So Is it 1 by 1? No, 2 by 2.
Oh, 1 by 2.
I try to. This one is it 1 by 2? Yes.
I try 1 by. It doesn't have it.
Doesn't have 1 by 2.
This one you are doing is uh,
Yeah. 2 by 2. Let's leave it at two
okay,
by
2
two.
by 2, yeah. But the ones you did is 2 by 1. I don't know how you did.
Let me see this one. This one is let's see. 2 by 1.
2 by 1, yeah.
So let's see if this one can go to 2 by 1. There's no
Since it
2 by 1.
doesn't display that
It doesn't
in
have that one. So
yeah, the velocity doesn't.
let's leave it 2 by 2. Okay. Oh, so that one. Then we also have chat for test plan. We did not go to test, so this is a very important one. Chat for work items, which we're going to talk about later. And I can just drag and drop it there for now. Count of work item. Then we have if we're using Kanban and this is cycle time, this calculate the cycle time for us, but we don't really need it because this sprint. So cycle time is just throughput. We talk about throughput when we're doing Kanban. So this of yes, the cycle time and on the lead time. There's another lead time here, but we don't use this one. So the one again we're going to be using is maybe query type. It's the most important one, or the one I see this count of work item. And we have our sprint burn down. So we have our sprint burn down. It will put the sprint burn down. It will show us our sprint. So let's do 2 by 2. And let's see if to work, or 2 by 1. No, 2 by 1 is, let's do 3 by 2. Then put it to capture our product backlog item, and we keep it to capture so that's our burn down chart showing for us. Then what again we need? I think to keep it minimal, that's just basically what we need, considering what we've done. So if you needed some other
So this is going
metrics,
to plot these things for you.
yes, you don't need to plot
Wow.
anything. Of course, it captures your data backend and displays them here. You don't need to input anything, so there's no manipulation or anything. All you can do here is to adjust the length and this thing. So captures everything. If you are done, you just click on done editing. So you now see it like this. So we have our goal. We have our sprint what's sprint report? Is it report? I
don't even know.
So shows the remaining number of days. No day remaining. And then this one shows what was
completed
and what was not completed. So 2. Welcome to.
I see that these things covers for the 3 sprints.
Which one?
I mean, the graph here is covering for the 3 sprints.
No, it's just one sprint. So you can see this is your sprint burn down chart. It's just for this.
But if you look at the velocity, it's
Yeah,
captured
velocity. Yeah, so velocity is for 3 sprints.
Okay.
Velocity will continue to capture all your sprints.
All the sprints. Okay.
All the sprints, because you're trying to get the velocity of the team.
Oh.
So it's going to give you the average. So on the average now, we have this. But what I want to reconfigure is not count of work. It's not count of work. We want velocity on some. on product backlog, on efforts. So it's going to give you on efforts. So on the summary, it's telling you that you are 21 story point on the average. So when next you are planning for your third sprint, for your fourth sprint, you'll be looking at having effort of 21. You understand?
I do.
So because in Scrum, you want to get your average, you will have run at least 3 sprints. So without 3 sprints,
Okay.
Two criteria need to be kept constant. What do you think would be those criteria that be kept constant? So you need to keep your cadence, your time constant. So you can't have your first sprint being 1 week, second sprint being 2 weeks, third sprint being 4. That will not give you a true picture. It has to be 1 week, 1 week, 1 week, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks,
2 weeks.
3 weeks, 3 weeks, three. And then again, your developers have to be kept relatively constant. So if you have
I wanted to ask that.
if you have 5 developers for first sprint, second sprint, 5 developers, third sprint, 5 developers, then that will summarily give you um, um, a true picture or a near true picture. But you don't get those things absolutely every time. So you just have to make use of best line of best fit or best what it is. If you have your developers constant, good for you. So you're able to calculate your velocity at the end of the 3 sprints. Say this based on that's what I talk um about arguing or putting your this thing forward with your data. You don't just go to the stakeholder and say, "Oh, my team, you can't give them more work. You can't." You come to this and that. Look. This is our velocity for the past 3 sprints. We've been doing this, and we have been adequately delivering. If you add more work on it, we cannot guarantee, but we can take it, but let it be known that we've said this, we've said that, we've said this. Or we've tried it before where we took in more than 21 and we had a lot of technical debt. So you're able to argue your stand, your this thing with data. So throughput and sorry, let's throughput. Lead time and cycle time, we just know that it's just counting the number. So we just counting the number, which really doesn't make any this thing for us. So just counting how many from here to the one that you got done. I don't even know how to read this one here. I'm sorry to say, because I don't use it before. Then you have your burn down chart. Let me just take this off so that it doesn't. Let me take this off. Then you have your burn down chart, which shows this is how we're burning down. This is a good one. You did not bring in additional effort during the sprint, and that's how it's supposed to be. Those to remain constant, and you burn down gradually. And there was a time we even ran ahead of the curve. I mean, we anticipated energy, and then later, yeah, we able to meet. So for our first sprint, we had a planned effort of 15, and then we delivered 12. 3 was not completed, so you can see. Second sprint, we had 13 planned, and then we completed 10, and then we completed 3 late. But for this sprint, we had planned 37, and then we completed 37. Why did we jump from 10 to 37? Those are the kind of questions that Scrum Master need to be asking at the background if this thing. So that we've taken this, are we trying to experiment to see what we can deliver? This 37 from 13 to 37, that's a lot of increase. So just yeah, so that's your dashboard evolving. So I told you about chart for work item. So for you to configure your chart for work item, you have to go a step further. You have to go a step further to do what we call queries. You have to run queries to get that. So for that, you click on your query and then you click on new query. I want to run a query.
Okay.
I'm sure some of us have done SQL before or know how to query a database. So we want to query this, our database. Our database is our Azure DevOps instance, and particularly maybe our project. So we start with this first clause. So we have this clause. This is a clause here that will fill, and then we have the operators and or. We have the field, we have the operators, and then we have the value. So let us look for the field now. We are looking for work item. Let's look for work item. Work items, work item type that are equals to, we come here and we say one are looking for all the work items that are product backlog item. Did you get it?
Yeah.
We run it. It brings us all the work items that are product backlog item. But we say no, we just don't want everything. Want to distinguish by the sprint. We're now going to the new clause and say and. So you mind this one. If you put all, that will like negate your what you're trying to do. So it has to fulfill both conditions. And then we now say and then iteration parts. Iteration parts. I think is iteration part or iteration
There's
or
iteration part there.
yes, there's iteration part. Or let me see iteration.
I'm not sure there's iteration, just iteration part.
Iteration. Or no, it iteration part assigned to automated black hole changed by close created by the second iteration part. So let's iteration part equals to we now choose the sprint you're after. This one is the current sprint. If you want to choose for the last sprint, they want to have our current this as current iteration, or this one will be iteration next iteration, that's iteration plus one. This one will be last iteration minus one, and they can also get them here if you know the DC. So the current one is this. So we'll now of this team, okay, of this team, give us the team we're after, but that one is not. So we now run it again. So you can see how many you have here, and then we will now run it again. Can you see that it has reduced what we have? So this now, to interpret this, you now say this work item is product backlog item that are of this current iteration. You can do last iteration. Okay, you can do the last one. If you do for the last one, iteration 2, you run it to give you those work items. So but we want for this one for now. So if you are satisfied with this, what you can now do is you can now save it Can now save it. So let me see. Let's save. So click on save. You now title it maybe current PBI. No, okay, sprint 3. Not they don't need of current.
Call it sprint 3.
Sprint 3 PBIs. So you call it sprint 3 PBI. So one more thing, you don't save it in this. The folder you save it should not be my folder. My folder is my folder. If I save it in my folder, it will not be accessible to all. I will not be able to use it when I want to use it for this thing. So you save it in shared folder.
Shared folder, yeah.
And you click on OK. So you have saved that. So again, let's look for work item type equals to.
So can I ask this query, what actually do you want to achieve here? Is it like a testing?
No, this is not testing. This query,
Okay.
you are looking for maybe you want to display the work item you are working on in this sprint. Maybe you want to display the work items that have so we can say next clause. So this clause we have this one, then we now say second clause and priority. We want to look for the ones that have priority equals to or okay, let's say effort now. Let's say all the ones that have effort, is it greater than or less than or equals to 2? Or let's say 3.
Okay.
We now run it. So these are the ones that have their effort equals to or less than 3. So if you go into all of this one, you find out that they have their effort less than or equals to 3. You can see this one as 2. So maybe you just looking for, instead of going to one by one to go and look for those things, you can come here to run the query to gather them all together. Do you understand?
Yes.
And it doesn't have to be work item. It could be anything. Maybe area part associated. So all this is what you can filter by. You want to look, okay, you want to now say, okay, maybe what you're looking for is that all the work item for this polo backlog. Okay, the second one is where area parts is iteration part. Iteration part is this current sprint. Is this current sprint? Then third one that and they have close dates. Maybe and they are assigned to somebody. Then you come here to say assigned to Vincent. If you now run this one, you see only the one that are assigned to Vincent. So 3 of them.
Okay. So this is just like filtering.
Yes, it is filtering.
Okay, to display
yes.
the one, yeah.
Yes, it is filtering. Exactly, you
Okay,
get it.
assigned to okay.
Just filtering to filter through all your this thing.
So you could be when you are in a review, you're discussing with the stakeholders and the rest of the team. So perhaps under discussion, they want to know, who did this one, how many did this, for instance. So if you put it here, it will show.
Yeah, it will show.
Okay.
But however, don't encourage that. don't encourage stakeholders to start saying who did this, who did that. It's a team effort.
Okay, it's a team.
You as much as possible try to dissuade them from saying which developer is working at with this thing. You say no, it's a team effort. We all arrived at this. But if you know that within your team something is going on, then you now need to go back to the team and say, team, please, we need to, or the person, maybe you have a one-on-one with the person that during the review today, you saw that the stakeholders were asking for this, but typically, but again, it could be different. It depends on the level of rapport you have with them, because if you come to somebody and say, we know that it is you that are talking about, they can go that way again. So how you wither through all those kind of things, it's left for the Scrum Master to have emotion. To be emotionally balanced and be able to intelligence, rather, to have emotional intelligence, to be able to see how to defend the team, and then also make sure that the team you are working being productive. So just as you said, this is just filtering. So filter all the work item. We can say here, we want to see all the work items that are epic in this thing. You run it, because there's no epic in this current sprint. So that's why we didn't get that. So if you take this hour and you run this
change
again,
the iteration. Choose the
it give you all the epic that we've worked on. The same thing, you can have bug, you can have code review, you can have all of these, test case, test this one. If you have all of these as well, then now we only have product backlog item, we have task. Okay, let's see task. We run task to give you all the tags that have been created. You can now say the ones, the tags that belong to these current sprints, or that have been assigned to somebody, or assigned to, you can name the person. Vincent, let's see if Vincent have assigned any task to himself. Yeah, he has this one. Let's see, Henry has those as well. So again, you can now save. So it's when you now save, then you can now come back to your dashboard. And come back to your dashboard. Where's the dashboard? Overview. Dashboards. Discard savings for now. You come here. Now you come here and say you config this one. You want to configure it. Now you can't chat for work item. So see here now, you click on this, brings out the shared query, that one that was stored. Then you want it to be displayed by assignee. So you have this now. So these are the sprint 3 PBI by assigned to. So at a glance, you can see that these 3 have been assigned to Greater Agile, 3 have been assigned to Vincent, 2 to Henry, 2 to Zureka. So like that, if you want to change the color, maybe Henry doesn't like that color. Maybe this person also like purple. You can change the color so that it gives you that reflection. So, and then if you want it by status, but status will give us just one, because I think everything is done. So if you change it by status, so fine. So 2 are yet to be done, but they are still in committed. If you change it to assign work item is just 1. So it's better to just leave it in assign, and then you can, these two colors are too near. So change it to that. We now save it. you save it. So that's your product backlog item that you're working on in this sprint that you've run a query for. You want to view the query, so you click on this to give you all the work item. Then you can go back as well. So this is your dashboard coming up, and I think these are the basic things you need on the dashboard. So the stakeholders can come here at a glance, see the PBIs that have been assigned to each individual, and once you click through, it takes you there. So if I clicked on this area now, it takes me to those recent ones. You can see them. If I click here, if I click on these three, to take me straight to those three.
Those ones I did.
Yeah. So that's just your dashboard. How you can get
These
dashboard.
these PBIs I assigned to. I don't think it's also what you're going to show to the stakeholders.
No,
Because it was
you don't show it to the stakeholders.
okay.
You don't show it, but they do have access to your board, so they can just come here to just see. They do have access to it most of the times. So, but it's not what you show in the. No, you don't need all of this and this. It's just to guide you. You don't need your dashboard per se. You can need some aspect of it. Maybe you want to see. Hardly do, because we don't even show dashboard. It's just what you've done. Dashboards are just there to generate or to stimulate or to to initiate discussion. When you see that, okay, what you think the dashboard should be showing is not showing, then there'll be time for discussion. You need to ask questions. You need to see where things are not going. But I'm sure before you come to the dashboard, at the daily scrum, you're able to nip some things at the board. So that's your dashboard. If you can try your hands on creating one,
Yeah, I'm
that
going to
would be
do that.
perfect. So just do this, click on this, and then click on, you click this new dashboard. So you can create on your new dashboard, then you name it, and then you just carry on. You can add as much gadget as you want to add if you just play around with it. So this is a reflection of our current sprint. The sprint goal is gain fundamental knowledge of blah, 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 blah. And then we have no remaining days because the sprint ought to have elapsed on the 28th. And then we had 30 story points delivered, 2 were not delivered. But here it's saying
Incomplete.
total plan 37, completed 37. But this guy is saying this 2.
It's added that 2 to the 5. Make it 37.
Where's the 2 coming from? No.
2 is the one, this thing, the retro. Should be that the retro, remember?
Okay, so that means
We move forward into the new sprint.
you are right. So let's change it to effort instead of this thing. So yes, you are very right. Thank you for that. So let's change it to effort instead of counting. So all the 37 were delivered. So now it's corresponding. So before it was just counting, which is not what we really want.
Yeah.
We want the effort. We are not bothered about the retro. So now we had 5 days and there was no remaining day. Now we'll be able to deliver on 37 story point. So these are our bond charts, how it all went. So that's it from here. I will just hand over to you to run us through the review.
All right, let me ask you a question before.
Any question? Yes.
Let me ask you a question. This particular dashboard, which we generated now,
Yep.
is it something we do for each
sprints.
sprint.
Yes, it's good for you to do it for each sprint. So
Okay.
each of the sprint have their own different.
All right. So what it means is that if you are doing the first and second sprint, you won't be able to generate the velocity.
You see the velocity now, but you don't have it. You will not have. You generate the velocity from your first sprint. As you go on,
It becomes valuable because he said that it has to be up to 3 for you to get an average. Because
yes, you need to get an average. So it starts to generate it from you for your first sprint. But you know that okay, for our first sprint, you'll be guided by by um the first one as well. So
okay.
these are some so you can see this. This also capture bugs. This capture bugs. This capture PBI by say we're just playing with these things here. PBI done by assigned tool. So we had 85. So was that was in sprint 3. Let me see sprint 4. What happened in sprint 4? So sprint 4 test cases. So for the tests that were run by any individuals, then we had our bond and chart, no goal set. So there was no goal set for this sprint. So typically the chart for count of work item is one of the most valuable. So you can see all of these count of work item displayed in different formats.
Mm.
So you're saying so if you have only one sprint, if you capture this at the end of the sprint, that's fine. So you can use this to plan for your next sprint. Just use it to plan. That doesn't mean that you must take 15. If you're just starting off, you have a discussion with the team. Can we go higher? How higher can we go? Can we do? Did you do 15 just because we thought that 15 is what we can do, or is it because that's the available work? So different reason why it was 15. Then that will also guide us in this second sprint. Maybe we can now go as much as 30, as much as 50, another
No, I'm
depending
just
on.
I'm just wondering a case whereby the development team are constant, and again the sprint time is also constant.
Okay.
What could you think could be responsible for the first and second sprint being that value 15 and 13, and then automatically we have it jumped to that? What can we give a reason? Is it that the tasks are very simple, tasks are easy, or what could be the reason?
So it is only those within the team that can give reason. So
Okay.
different team will have different reason for that. So the reason that readily comes to mind is that okay, the team they're just experimenting. The team that are very new, so they were very cautious in the first sprint. They don't want to take on so many this thing. They took on 15. Second sprint again, we are still looking. Then third sprint, they were bold enough to just say, okay, let's go for 30 story point. Fine. That's one. Another thing is that okay, the first sprint, we only had this visibility. We only know that this is what we're going to do. So this is all that we could do in the first sprint. In the first sprint, we're just required to build this, and all the associated story points were just this. And
Okay.
second sprint, the same thing. So different reasons can be can are used for that.
All
So
right. Sorry, I'm asking a lot. When you have a bank holiday, for instance,
okay,
maybe you have Monday bank holiday or Friday bank holiday, something like that, or 2 days bank holiday in a sprint.
okay.
How do you handle it? Do you change the number of days that it will run through? Because that could also be the reason why they did not do more. But
Yeah,
there are times.
so that We talk about capacity then. Look at this one. This will have captured it for you.
Okay.
You have set the capacity that there's only such number of days in this sprint.
Okay.
For individuals or for team as a whole. So that will help you to capture it rightly. That, okay, we have two non-working days. I added to the weekend, so 3 working days alone. So that will that just need explanation to say, okay, it is because those in the first 2 sprints we only had 7 working days, which
All right.
which is nobody's doing. Yeah. So different reasons can come up for it, just for you to know the reason that when you are asked, you're not just saying, okay, I'm just saying that no, this is what happened, this is what happened, this. And even though it's for the wrong reason, but you have a reason, you can just say, no, for that we don't do that. So, next time for next, but there should be a reason which you know, which you are able to confidently talk about.
Before you remove this, before you go out from this, okay. Can you go back and let me see? Okay, good. When I was looking out to see this bond down chart. I couldn't see it, this blue thing. I don't know whether, and I click on it, I also click on the capacity, but I didn't see this graph of
So
the
just
bond down.
just share your screen. You are the one taking over
Okay,
now.
let me see whether. I hope you're seeing it.
Yes.
I don't know why, because I was going around looking for it wasn't. I don't know why.
Yeah. So what you do is now you are there now. Click on View Full Report and then change it to, instead of tax backlog, change it to pro backlog and burning down on efforts, sum of efforts. Okay. So you can go back there now to see it.
Okay, thank you so much. I was just yeah, I don't know what to do. Yeah, I don't know how don't know how the review goes. Based on what we have here, we were able to complete all the tasks that we have, and that we can. I'll just go and open for instance, the capacity, and I'll show the burn down chart how
No,
we are.
you don't need to go to capacity before you go to this thing. So don't get confused. From your taskbar, you can see it from your from your right hand side. So you can click on the burn down chart. If you want to show the burn down chart from here, you can click on it.
Okay.
Then if you want to, you can click outside of it as well. Click outside. So you can see there's task board, backlog, capacity, analytics. So that's how it follows. So if you click on the backlog, it will show you the backlog of your items, just like we have in the product backlog. This is the sprint backlog. Then capacity is what we just went through now. Then analytics will show you the burn down chart.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's.
So in the review, am I going to show all these tags?
No, in the review, I told you that you don't have anything to do in the review normally. In the review, you are showing that you've done research and you can summarize the responsibility of a business analyst. You are showing that you've studied the two different. Not you are telling that, this the difference between this is this and that. And you're showing them that. You are showing them that you have read and you have summarized the Babok the Babok book. I mean the body of.
Yeah.
Then that's what you're just showing. You're not showing your board. You're not showing your board at all. You're not showing your board. Nobody is interested in showing your board. What we're interested in is in the finished product.
Okay.
But here we're just talking because sorry, I'm just yawning.
I can see. I can see. I can see. You know, why I'm asking you this, you just said it now, what I need to show. And so I'm not going to show the board. So the stakeholders, they are not coming to look at the board to see what has been done.
So do they understand what you have on your board? Do they
Okay.
understand Jira? Do they understand Agile Dev? Some of them don't know how to use
What you're doing.
Most of them, not even some.
Okay.
So they don't want to hear all of this. They don't want to hear this is what we have done, this is what we have done, this is what we have done. Is it okay? Can we move ahead? Oh yeah. But this thing needs to go longer. Okay, we've taken that note. This one needs to go. We've taken that note. Is there another thing? No, that will be all. Thank you. Mom, that is your review. Finish with them.
Wow.
So that's what it's all about. So yeah, you've been able to have. I thought other people will join because there's Kemi. Kemi
thought
called
that.
me. Kemi called me during the course of the week. Was it this last week or this week? And I thought she will join your meetings. I added her. I sent her the link during the week.
I am seeing Zulika here. She's
Zulika has just joined us in body.
okay. Maybe she's tired.
Maybe after Monday. She'll be here
Who's
body and
talking?
spirit.
Yeah,
Have they started the moon?
yeah, the heat is tomorrow.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah, I
See,
think I'll be better.
happy fatigue. Is it that one that we say?
Oh, thank you. You tried.
Okay. Oh, don't worry. So after tomorrow, we'll expect you fully back.
Yeah, I will.
No,
I will
no
by the
worries.
grace of God. So I won't be able to join the class tomorrow
No
because of
worries. Yeah,
yeah,
because
maybe
of the
so.
festive.
But
So
the only issue
festive.
I'm
when is the
having at the
fasting?
moment is
When
that
is the fasting ending?
It's
it's
ended
ended today.
today,
Wow.
because they started the moon.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the celebration is gonna be tomorrow.
Ah.
But the only problem I'm having is that I don't get a chance to actually watch the recorded session. I don't know why.
You don't get a chance, or you don't get
I don't
the.
have the platform to actually watch it. I don't know.
Yeah, you do, because if you can send me your email again.
Okay. Because sometimes I want to go back and what you've taught us in class and actually use it to study, but I don't get any platform to watch it. So I've been trying to want. I should have messaged you regarding that anyway.
Yeah, so let me see if you are there on the this thing. Let me just check. So uh, you are there now. You are there. So what you can do is
Where did I need to go, please?
what you
Because
can do
there's a
is
noise. Let me try to move away from where I am. Because I'm not at home.
okay. what you can do is, let me quickly grab the screen from. Am I the one sharing, right? No.
I'm the one. Let me stop it. Let me stop it up.
Okay, I was seeing your screen. I thought it was on my screen. Start to share. So this is your name here. It shows that you are. It shows that you are in a meeting now. So you are part of this group, and so what you can do is, you need to download Teams. If you have not downloaded it, you can see my own Teams.
I have
So
Teams on my
you need to sign in with this email that you've given us, and then you'll be able to see this as part of your team Scrum Master training. So if you see this, you will now go to, if you click on the main class, you go to files. If you go to files, you will now see recording. If you click on recording, you see all the recordings that we've done.
Okay.
Let me see. When is the last one? 22nd. Let me see. Of March. March 9. Sorry, I'm just trying to remove so that they don't expire. Because if you don't remove it, okay, this one has no expiring date. Okay, so if you try that, and then let's see how it goes. So over to you.
Okay. Thank you. I'll do that because I don't know if it's something I can actually do on my phone. Because I'm trying to go on it, but it's not coming up. So I'll try it on my laptop when I get home. If I've got any issue, I will put it on the platform where anybody can help.
Yeah, if you just put it on this platform.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Right, so basically, okay, now you can carry on with the review, and if you finish with the review, you can go over to the retro, so that we just quickly run things up.
Okay, we're done with the review. I'm going to the retro.
So again, I hope we have all tried our hands on the wiki with the assignment. So while we're doing that, I just want us to copy and paste the assignment. I want us to have a look at the assignment, what those things mean really. And maybe even tomorrow we can start from having a discussion around them, because we know there's ChatGPT now, which makes it straightforward, easy and everything. So we can just copy and paste. Beyond that, I want us to understand what we're copying and paste and how to apply it, especially from the BA side, especially the BA.
Yeah, I don't know if I actually do the right thing, to be honest, because I'm not so familiar with the wiki. So I don't know if I actually did my right or not. So I don't know.
You did the right thing.
Okay.
You did the right thing. I checked it before we.
Okay. And I was trying, on the retro, what is it called? I don't want to say wrong thing. Where we give the retrospective place.
Board.
I actually wanted board. Okay. I actually wanted to put the review on what needs to be done right. So I don't know where to put it. Is it just that I can put it anywhere the way I put the other ones?
Yeah,
Does it really matter that it has to be in a specific place?
Maybe Henry can give.
We use keep, improve, add, drop.
So what do they mean?
So keep means something that they did very well. Of course, that's what you have to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Then improve is where they didn't do very much. There's a kind of it wasn't done properly. or so we
There's
need to
some things
do
that we need to
improve on
actually
that
work
area, or
on.
well, have some little shortcomings. So you have to improve that
Okay.
area. Then add, that's why I understand it. The add is something, perhaps something suggestion you made, you think that this can add up, this will be of advantage if we put it to be of value. That is the add. Then drop is something that is not good, something that is not very helpful. That's how I understood. Then great is maybe saying kudos to someone or the team that did very well, something like that.
So drop is something that we are doing that we need to let go. So what will be that? What will be that thing? We are coming. Okay, not we. Maybe some. Henry should come. I wanted to say late coming to
I also wanted to add similar thing
to
to
meeting.
improve, but I don't
Okay,
want to.
maybe
Maybe
improve.
by not coming, like not putting more effort or not having what how did I put this? The way I was being quiet in class, that I can actually having more conversation,
Participating.
stuff like that.
Yeah,
No,
Yeah,
don't be
yeah.
participating.
quiet.
Thank you. Yeah, participating more. Yeah.
Yeah, we thrive on conversation here. I learn from you, you learn from me. So we don't want anybody to keep quiet. Anything that you see that will benefit anybody, Scrum Master, BA, just drop it or even ask. So don't be quiet, please. It is in the asking
But
that
I'm gonna
everyone
change
gets
from
gets
next
to
week.
learn.
Then
Need to change from next week.
I think the add. I was just wondering what could be added if I just a beginner, for instance. I don't know whether I have much to say about adding, what could even add. So I looked at it. I don't understand.
There's nothing to add. There's nothing to add. No, there's nothing to add. No, no, no. Yeah. You don't need to keep
Yeah.
yourself. So because these things can be so tricky that you'll be writing the same thing all over again. So again, we have team spirit, support team this thing. It is good for you to have not just two words like this. Try to be
Mhm.
try to be explicit.
Okay.
Try to be that once somebody see what you are writing, they don't need to ask you what do you mean by this.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So what does team spirit mean? Keep up the team spirit. So why what the way particular thing that you did? Maybe you can just elaborate on that thing to shed more light. So instead of being called again, because some people they want to just write here, they don't want to even talk. They don't. That's why we've gone to anonymize Abi this is that so that it doesn't show the name.
You come
But
again.
I was even thinking that I'm writing too much words, to be honest, because when I saw about just two words that some people could like, oh, maybe
no,
I'm writing too much.
no. You need to be explicit. Yes, you need to say it so that other people will understand. We don't want to be calling you, oh, what do you mean by this? What do you mean by that? It's good for also. But if you write team spirit, we can ask you what do you mean by team spirit? What happened to the spirit? Is it black spirit or be red spirit?
Is it good or bad? I agree with you. Maybe they're blending.
So you want to be
Maybe everyone vodka.
maybe one book we can spirit. So you need to explain, you need to write more and then so that everybody will understand it. And again, you see what we have done here for some team, what happened is that when you've written yours, when somebody comes in and come to check and what they want to write looks like yours, they will just instead of writing again, they just vote on it one. They'll just
Oh,
vote on it one. So instead of writing the same thing again,
yes.
they'll just vote on it. So, but if you have not
What
written,
you've written, yeah.
if you have not written as very clearly, you will write their own again. Then when we now come, we now start finding out, oh, both of you are writing the same thing. Can we just merge the cards together? So that's why it's good to explain yourself.
Yeah. Beautiful. So
Right. So
there's nothing in the ad, nothing to drop, and that's it. It's
so
mostly something that we did, something that we need to keep.
you need to add inviting others to meeting. Invite others to meeting. Seeing that we don't usually invite others to meeting. Usually, if the Scrum Master, you need to like give it a shout. Can you join meeting or
Yeah, we don't know
add
if
or
other
even
people are still participating, to be honest. We don't know.
but just add how do I put it now? Maybe
Just send a reminder or
just
something
send the
like that.
reminder to fulfill all
Okay,
righteousness to see that you've done your own part. So either they now
okay.
deem me fit and what have you, that's their own. But they say that these people have not, or you can even call them out. Larry, you've not joined us for a while. Hope everything is all right. Please, our next meeting is this. So. So just create that conversation. We thrive on conversation. If you see people there that have not been joining meeting, can just give them a shout. And if they don't answer you, though some can feel offended, but you just move on. But as Scrum Master, you know that you get all sorts of things. You get all sorts of things. So nothing should get you annoyed, nothing should get you. Some can even tell you the way they talk about is shut up
Really?
now. And then you now start
Really?
saying, you now say, you know, if they tell you shut up, you don't now go and say you are the worst woman in the whole world. You are the most broken. Oh, are we recording this? Oh, Scrum Master, you take all sorts of things and you go the extra mile. You go the extra mile. I say God kudos from one of my teammates that said, look, Tolu, thank you for catching it that I wasn't myself because I he used to be very articulated, precise in our meeting, and this all of a sudden it became withdrawn. And I noticed that after the meeting, I told Nick, what's happening? Blah 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 blah. And we got talking, and it was being frustrated. And he
Frustrated.
still gave me kudos last week for what I've done since last year. So all those kind of things, those are the extra things that the Scrum Master does that makes them valuable to the team. We don't want them to be asking you, so what does even Scrum Master do? They don't.
Yeah, because I was wondering, I even wanted to ask that. They actually, I don't know, I think we've said this in the class before. They, they have to attend the meeting. And being a Scrum Master, do you have to work in a site or it has to be based on online only? I just want to know.
Yeah, you of course it depends on how your organization is working. Scrum Masters they go to the office. They do the same thing that they are doing online in the office. So
Okay.
you have physical meetings just as you have online. So if you are meeting in the office, you have a room where you meet physically, and then you
Okay.
also assist. So just the same thing.
Okay.
Okay, so we need to add. So maybe going through um going through this board now, if we can just quickly um You can just quickly vote, or so that we'll,
Let me see if I can find
we'll,
When
access.
you
I
let's
should
when
say,
be
when
able
you
to do it on my mobile.
before we do, when you say we can, if you want to write something, if you feedback you want to give, and then somebody have done that already, and you want to vote, is it the same vote we do to add up? So how do you do that?
you click on vote.
No, I mean to you. I'm talking about how will you identify which one you're voting? You say if you want to, somebody have already said or fill in what you want to do, and you want to add up to what that person did. How do you vote so that it will recognize the particular one where you're adding up?
I don't understand the meaning of your higher level.
Ah, sorry, my
So
dear.
Do
I
you
don't
mean
know. I'm
that can
speaking
they
English.
vote for two? Do you mean that
You
can someone vote
okay? Now
for two
let
the
me
same
say.
thing?
What I'm saying is that this voting we're going to do, are we going to vote on individual keep, improve, add, or drop? Is that, or we're going to vote collectively for everything here, just the retrospect?
so
You don't have to vote for everything. You
you don't have
vote
to
for
vote
the
for
one you want to vote
everything.
for.
Yes,
Okay, that answers me. Thank you.
you don't have to vote for everything. You have just 3 votes to spread across board. So you don't have to vote for everything. And that's here because we have 3 votes. But that doesn't mean again, some can say we have unlimited votes. You can vote, but what does it? So you don't have to vote for everything. That's just what it is. So if you go to group now, you now group. If you want to group, you look across the down the column. We have team spirit, support, teamwork. Do they not look the same?
They look the same.
So
Yeah.
you can drag one inside the all the other one. Drag that
Okay.
one. Yeah. So you now have those 2 items in that one. So you have 2 items in one there.
Okay.
It improved my confidence in
Confidence and
dealing
dealing
with
with
it.
humans.
So
Good
what?
teamwork and effective communication. This one is
Yeah.
also similar to the first one,
So you can drag it
but it's just
inside
like
also.
added more to communication. So I'll
Okay.
drag it and
And
put.
if you once the team agrees, so the team if you agree, you can
Are we
drag it
agreeing
in.
that supportive teamwork? This is good teamwork with communication.
Even teamwork and team collaboration is still the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
That I will go with that one. Team collaboration and good teamwork. Yeah, they are still the same thing.
Team collaboration. What do you
Yeah.
say?
On the second
It's at the
column,
top.
on the
Okay.
second
It's at the top.
column,
You
Yeah.
see
improve
team collaboration here.
improve team collaboration. But yeah, so but what it's saying here is that we should improve it. So we can just leave it because it's in
Okay.
another column.
Hmm.
It's in another column. So it's not in the same column. So you can only merge across the column. You can't merge across the row. Do you
Oh,
understand?
okay. Okay. And to be honest, I don't really understand what it means by team collaboration. That do we have to have more good team
So
collaboration?
you see what I'm saying? So you just say what aspect of the team collaboration are you talking about? So that's what it's supposed to be written down. Okay, so let's go to vote now. All those will be called over time. And that this is just because we are using Azure DevOps. It's not like this on all other tools. So
Nigeria.
don't get yes. So don't get beaten by don't get so this about this. Only that you need to know the concept is to have it so you can replicate this if you so like this in other tools like Jira. We use Lucy Chat in our organization. So from Jira, we now go to Lucidchart again. I don't know why. We can't just use Jira for everything. Jira and Confluence. So we have Jira, we have Confluence, we have Lucidchart. From Lucidchart, we can now we add our Jira ticket inside Lucidchart.
Sir, which one is Miro board?
There's Miro again, Miro. Those ones are
The Miro, sorry, yeah, okay.
I like, yeah. There's Mira, there's Mira, MURRAL something. Then there's MIRO. So
IRO, yeah.
they're all alike. They're all similar. Once you know how to use one, you can use all of. They are all similar. They're all like whiteboard
I
tools.
think Jira is the most. Jira is what most organizations are using.
Yes, Jira is the number one, over 80% of.
I don't want to miss the Jira at all.
So we do that next week.
And I'm even happy we started with this Azure because
Azure Dev.
yeah, after this, if I go to Jira now, I think I'll have a
You'll
better.
be fine because you'll be and you'll be familiar with some of these terms. Yeah. I think you started this before I joined. I don't know. I think
Yes,
you started the class before I joined.
You joined as a result of me coming to Larry's class. Yeah, so that's why I just brought you guys here.
To be honest, it was quite an opportunity for me because I was still talking to Uncle Larry that I wanted to know about Scrum Master. That I'm thinking of actually moving. That the BA is kind of too wide for me. That I'm not getting it right. That I'm thinking of and changing to, and it was like, no, you have to learn one things after the other. You can't just put your eggs in one thing at the same time. I said, okay, but I just want to have an idea of what it actually looks like being a Scrum Master. He said that you can join. And since you said we can join, I was really happy that day that you said we can join. To be honest. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity.
You're welcome.
So are we voting now?
So quickly,
yes,
click on vote and do your voting. Vote. I think I voted on that one. See, I voted one on that one before now. So on that add invite others to meeting. So just carry on. Anyone you think should be taken into the next sprint. So I want that one to be taken into the next sprint if possible. So all those three that we've added they will become one ticket. Supportive teamwork. Supportive and teamwork, they are the same thing. So what will be the teamwork then? So we need to be explicit on what we are writing so that it is just straightforward. So over to you, whatever the team wants to carry into next sprint and monitor. So even for your retro item, they were not monitored. Nobody created any tasks for them, and Scrum Master you're supposed to be in charge of that. Because I assigned them to myself. Maybe that's why you left it. So next time I will not assign it to myself again. I assigned it to myself. You just left them out. I thought you would have created.
You even assigned 3, not even 2. I assigned 3.
I assigned 3. The third one too. All of you left it out. So I quickly went to create one task there and put it to done. But I left the retro for you because it's supposed to be the team. We're supposed to discuss it and then create tasks to accomplish them. Anyway, let's go. So we voted.
Yeah.
You now click on.
I'm trying to vote, but it's not going through. I clicked on vote because I'm using my mobile. I clicked on vote and I'm trying to click on the one I want to vote for, but I don't know.
Are you seeing the arrows? Are you seeing the arrows?
All those mobile phones. I've never used mobile phone for any of these things.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, because I'm not at home. And
I know.
left
I'm just saying it.
I didn't know it's going to take this long. I
it's
was
going to give me.
expecting to be back out by 9 o'clock, to be honest, but I don't know this thing is going to take this long.
It
I'll
gives me
stay
a headache using this mobile phone on even tablet. I don't use
I
them.
know.
One is not my laptop. I'm not for it. Anywhere you look, don't disturb me. When I get home or when I get to the office, I will do it. Having to
Oh, I
do
think
it
I've seen the arrow. I've seen the arrow. I've seen the arrow. Yeah, it's working.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I just did now. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, congratulations.
Congratulations, God.
Don't worry. It's your turn to shine
Yeah,
tonight. Don't worry.
it sounds like when you're voting election, you can't vote.
We'll buy your vote.
Yeah, I've done my. So we just have a maximum of 3 votes, is it?
Yes, because we've chosen
Okay, yeah.
3. So you can spread it across. But now, one thing I want to get, okay, so now know where to vote. So now you're saying keep. I don't think it will this thing for us to vote on keep because that's what we are doing. We've asked ourselves to keep it.
Oh,
What we are voting on is what we need to improve on. What we're voting on is those things that we need to improve on
we need to.
as soon as possible. So it will be add or drop or improve those areas. What we need to keep is what we are doing. We are fine with it. So keep
Okay.
being a supportive team. Keep so one thing how I like to phrase my this thing, I'll try to start with the topic, with the title. Keep supporting teamwork. Keep improving our confidence in dealing with teammates. We need to discuss even what that means.
Yeah.
Are we shy to talk to ourselves? It improved my confidence in dealing with teammates. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
Maybe.
because I was, before when we first started, I don't really interact, I don't really talk.
Okay.
But so the time that we said we should start doing the stand-up what is it called, meeting, stuff like that, it actually helped me. So I started contributing my own part as well. So it actually helped me a lot.
Thank you.
That's what I
So
meant by it improved my confidence in dealing with teammates.
yeah. So what we have said is that the daily stand-up has helped me to improve my confidence in dealing with teammates.
Yeah.
So you'll have stressed out that daily stand-up. The keyword, you'll have stressed it out. The daily stand-up has helped me to blah, 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 blah. Fine. So that explains it all. We now know that, our daily stand-up is working. You see? So all of this is just for us to gather information about the team. And
I'm trying to mute my distance.
no problem. So quickly,
There's
Daily Scrum.
I will say just go to art and carry this one on the add column and put it in the for next sprint. Because of our time, we don't want to. Are you there? Click on
I'm
act.
coming.
Okay.
What did you say we should click on, sir?
Not you, the person in charge.
Okay.
If you tell my daughter you are coming, you say, but you're here now. You say you are coming.
Okay. Oh yeah. You remember that last time the one that was not recorded, and that is exactly what you did, which I said I would have liked to go back to. I would like to go back and listen and watch the recording. So if I tell you I know what I'm going to do now, in order to put it in in the new Scrum. I don't.
Okay, you click on Act. Yeah, you now see. So you can see now. Add work item. Add work item.
Mm-hmm.
So you
Okay.
click on
No,
that.
yeah, team collab. Because
No, with okay, anyone the one that had the highest vote is 2 now. 2 has more vote
yeah,
than
this is okay.
2. So you
So
click
it
on
is the
that
one that
one.
have the highest we use.
Yeah, so because what we're saying is that everyone agrees that this is our priority. We're talking about priority here now. Everybody has voted, and the one with the highest vote, like like during election, when a party has the highest vote, the party comes into power. Same thing is here.
Okay.
The one that has the highest vote is what we are going to carry on as a priority. Though we can carry everything into the sprint if we have the capacity.
Yeah.
If you have the capacity to deal with everything. But mind you, this is not our work. This is just by the side. So we don't want to spend the whole time trying to create on.
Yeah, doing a lot of them.
Okay.
Okay.
So you click on that. Click on backlog. Then, so what do you do next?
I'll put in the title.
Yeah, you put in the title as you want.
What do I call this? Is it the retro?
I used to say item
sprint, yeah.
Item from retro.
Okay.
Or sprint 3 retro.
Item from sprint 3 retro.
So what do you do again?
Let me.
Remember, we said you are not putting it in the pro backlog. You are putting it where? Straight into the sprint. Next sprint. So where do you get next sprint from?
Sorry. I think it's backlog. It's not new. No.
No.
It's
under iteration.
Under iteration.
There's iteration there, not on iteration there.
Okay.
Iteration. Yes.
Yeah. Under iteration.
Not under it, as in that's where
it's
you
inside.
get.
So if I go to iteration, I'll get. Okay, because there's a sprint here.
Yeah, so, that's the place now in front there. You go click down and then you put it in sprint 4.
So thank you.
And then you can save and close for now.
Okay.
So the next thing that we need to do is to do our team assessment. So everyone click on team assessment. Can you see the team assessment?
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone will click on it in their own side. So you can hide your own for now. If you don't want people to see what you are voting on. So I've submitted mine. You can also submit yours. I don't know. We've gone through all of this as well. So
yeah, I did.
So Agile DevOps makes this so elaborate. Jira does not have all of these. You can create it in Confluence though. You can use the Jira Agile concept to help you.
Confidence is not AIDS. Efficiency. Team assessment. Cool.
All right. So if that is done, you can now go to history. Is it history? No. click on the 3 dots beside business analyst.
Sprint 3.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Then click on summary. If you see summary there, show retrospective summary.
Create
Yeah,
email
no. Retro, the next one after that.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So this is a summary of how we voted. So it's not left for you to deal with.
Sorry.
So I won't talk much on that. So I want to believe after that will be the end of the retro. Check you off. So you see how the votes came in. If you are okay with it, that everything is fine for the team, so you can see 50-50, 50-50, everything is 50-50, which is not supposed to be. We are looking for favorable to be more. 50%. Everything.
Sorry, let me ask. Maybe let me ask again. These items: psychological safety, confidence, clarity. Although I feel I don't know what I think in me, whether that's actually what it is. I know the confidence is the people that worked, what they put in there. You have the confidence that is right. You know what
You
you
can
did.
go back to
Clarity.
it now and see. They are written there. We've done this 2 or 3 times. So you can go back to you can go back to this now, and then you just read what it means.
Okay, I'll do
Yeah.
that. I'll do that. I'll do
Look
that
at it
later.
there. So you can just no. Team assessment. So these are what they mean. So do you have clear understanding of what is expected of me on this team? Do you think that the team has the energy? Are we energized enough? Do you feel that you have psychologically safe?
I'm not changing something.
So all those now, that's what we are voting on. So do you feel that you have a work-life balance on this project that you're on? Are you having time for your family and stuff? Then do you have the confidence that we are going to hit target at the end of the 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, maybe, or even short term efficiency? How are we doing? Are we managing well? Are we using the tools? So do you understand?
Yeah, I do. I do now.
That's what it is. We are voting on, and that's what concludes the sprint retro from here. Unless you have any other thing to add or to. So this now, if depending on how your team vote, we now allow. So you can see the blue one says discuss and act. That one is very, very important. You don't just discuss and let it. You act. If you feel that people are not safe within your team, you need to do something about it. Scrum Master. You need to act. You need to make them feel safe to talk, to express themselves, so that you can all move together as a team. Clarity. People are not clear enough on the tasks they need to do. You need to ask them, the individuals, you voted that you were not clear on this thing, or maybe if you can ask, if you don't know the people that voted, but you saw that this, you can now add the discussion there. What is not clear and what is this thing, and you need to act. Energy. If they feel that there's no energy within the team, no.
So why is it that it's showing everyone that you need to discuss it and act it? Is it because our voting I don't know. Is it because
that's just there. It's not that it's showing everything.
Okay.
It's just there.
Okay. So how can we analyze this 50%?
Analyze as in
I mean, this 50%
Yes.
is okay. This data did not come from what we're feeling.
Is the data from what we've just filled now?
Why is everything 50-50?
Yeah, because two people feel it. You feel something, I feel something. So it does averages for us. You can see there's one that is 100% because you feel 9. Maybe I feel 9 there as well. You can see the point. There's 8, there's 8.5, there's this thing. So 50-50.
Okay, because it's only me and you that did it. You have the more variance if we are more than 2.
Yes. You can have more variance and you can have all green. Maybe people have so-called, everybody has 9, which is good. So that's what it is. All right. So I think that's about it for today. Unless there's another question. So that's the retro. That's our sprint review and retro. Tomorrow, we're going to see if we're going to do another. So maybe
or you want us to go into the Jira? I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, maybe we'll start Jira tomorrow.
You must be very tired too, I can see. You've been doing meetings as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes.
I know.
Yes.
I've been in meeting.
Wow.
Yeah, I even try. I don't know how you do it, to be honest.
What can we do? So let's leave it there, and tomorrow we'll see what comes after our. Okay, we've done our review. If there's any question, just bring it on tomorrow. We'll now see if we need to run another Agile DevOps or we start with Jira.
All right. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye for
So
now.
good
Bye.
night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.